And then we're just going to relax every part of the body, starting from the top of the head, going all the way down to the feet. And when I mention that body part, just try to relax it and let the tension melt away on your exhale. So starting with the head, going down the neck and the shoulders. Slowly on your exhale, let the tension melt away. Continuing with the chest and the upper back, the abs, the mid-back, and the hips and the lower back. Slowly on your exhale, let the tension melt away. Continuing with the triceps, the biceps, the elbows, the forearms, the hands and the fingertips. Slowly on your exhale, let the tension melt away. Continuing with the thighs, the knees, the shins, the feet, the toes. Slowly on your exhale, let the tension melt away. And now bring awareness to the sensations in the room. Even if your eyes are closed, sometimes we can see shadow shapes and colors. Just being aware, being mindful. What smells do you smell in the room? Are there any tastes on the tongue? What sounds do you hear besides myself? Is there music going? Is there a fan going? A loved one, a pet? Just being aware. How did the clothes feel on the skin at this moment? What about the temperature of the room? Just being mindful. And now set an intention for your class. An intention is just a theme. It can be a word, a phrase, a passage, a mantra, and just let it arise naturally. And if nothing is arising for you today, I offer you this. Change, change, change. With the seasons, they change. With our life, it changes. Things ebb and flow. And so today's word is just change. And I'm going to add adapt and overcome as well. So whatever intention you have, just let that settle in as we do our 3 rounds of breath. So you're going to inhale through the nose, let it fill up that collarbone, ribs, belly rise, heart center. Open mouth, exhale. We're going to do 2 more rounds of breath. So inhale through the nose, let it fill up that collarbone, ribs, belly rise, heart center. Hold it at the top and open mouth, exhale. Do 1 more round of breath. Let this be the biggest one that you've done so far today. So inhale through the nose. Let it fill up that collarbone, ribs, belly rise, heart center. Hold it at the top. And open mouth, exhale. Just notice if you're a little bit heavier in the seat. Just being aware. And then slowly you might want to wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, blink open the eyes as we begin the physical portion of class. The next inhale, we're going to move into our neck. So just gently take the gaze upwards. So you're really stretching out the front part of the neck here. Inhale here. And on the exhale, you're going to drop the chin to the chest. So you're really stretching out the back side of the neck here. And then slowly, we're going to take the gaze upward once again. So inhale here. And on the exhale, you're going to drop the chin to the chest. Really stretching out that back side of the neck. 2 more times. Here we go. Inhale, take the gaze upward. And on the exhale, take the gaze downward. 1 last time. The next inhale, take the gaze up, stretching out the front part of the neck. And on the exhale, take the gaze down and slowly bring the head back to center. All right, we're going to take the gaze now over that left shoulder and then gently take it over the right shoulder. We carry so much tension in our neck, so we just got to make sure we warm it up really nice and easy and gentle and slowly from side to side. And then slowly bring the head back to center. Now what you're going to do is you're going to just gently give the neck some nice easy rotations in one direction, really warming up the whole neck right here. And when you've done about 3 rotations, come to a moment of stillness, then reverse directions with your neck circles. Just really warming it up right here. Very good. And then slowly come back to center. All right, we're going to move into our shoulders. So the next inhale, you can bring those shoulders forward up. Exhale, back and down. 2 more times. Inhale, bring those shoulders forward up. Exhale, back and down. 1 last time. Bring those shoulders forward up. Exhale, back and down. Now reverse your shoulder circles in your own way, in your own time. Nice, slow and steady. Very good. Slowly. You can always rock side to side anytime you need to reset the body. That helps reset the body when you rock side to side on each glute. All right, so here we go. We're going to start with our arm circles, so just gently bring those arms up, 10 fingertips to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. When those hands get to heart center, you're gently going to reverse that motion, so up through the center, open those hands to the side like a flower, and bring those arms down. Here we go, 2 more times. Inhale, bring those arms up into what's called upward arm salute. All 10 fingertips to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. When those hands get to heart center, up through the middle, open up like a nice, beautiful flower. Slowly bring those arms down to the side. One last time. Inhale, bring those arms up, 10 fingertips to touch. Grab those sunbeams and slowly bring them to heart center. When your hands get to heart center this time, you're going to stimulate circulation by rubbing the hands together, the fronts of the hands, the backs of the hands. You can even do the forearms if you wish. You're going to take the hands and you're going to flick them like you're flicking off water. Bring those hands about 6 inches apart and just feel the energy that you just created. Anytime we move, we're creating energy. Energy is life. And then slowly interlace those fingers and then bring a wave-like motion to the hands, the fingers, the forearms, the shoulders right here, warming everything up. Slowly come to a moment of stillness, then reverse direction with your arm waves here. We do so much with our hands and our arms, we got to make sure everything is nice and warm. Slowly lower those arms down to the side. We're going to move into our very first heart opener, so gently bring those arms and stop at that X. And then from here, you're going to raise the gaze, raise the chest. You can wiggle those fingers. This is called a heart opener in yoga. Slowly lower those arms down to the side. All right, we're going to move straight into the ankles. So you can leave that foot on the ground if you want, the left foot. If you want to grab just right under the knee, you can. And you're going to flex that left foot, point the toe. Inhale, flex that foot. Exhale, point the toe. Last time, inhale, flex that foot. Exhale, point the toe. And then give that left ankle some circular motion right here. And then reverse direction with your left ankle. And then slowly lower the leg, if you picked it up, down to the ground. Moving to the right ankle. Once again, you can leave that right ankle on the ground, but you can also lift it up if you want, just grabbing underneath the knee right here. Slowly flex that foot. Exhale, point the toe. Inhale, flex the foot. Exhale, point the toe. Last time, inhale, flex the foot. Exhale, point the toe. Then give your right ankle some rotations right here in one direction. Then reverse it. And if you picked it up, slowly lower back down to the floor. All right, and then rock back forth once again to reset the body. Give yourself that free movement anytime you need to reset the body on your own. We're going to move into our very first forward fold. That helps loosen up the back and just warm it up nice and gentle and easy. So bring those arms down to the side. The next inhale, grow those arms up, 10 fingertips to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center as you start to hinge forward at the waist, making your way into a nice, easy, gentle forward fold. You can drop the chin to the chest right here. And just notice how it feels on the body. Once again, this is a real easy, gentle forward fold. You can stay right here if this is all the farther the body wants. If you want a deeper stretch, you can drop those arms between the legs and let the head just hang heavy right here, making sure you put no tension in that neck. Remind yourself to breathe. A lot of times when we do movement, we hold our breath. So you gotta remind yourself to keep on breathing. Slowly, you're gonna roll up one vertebrae at a time. The head's the last thing to come up. All right, we're gonna move into our seated cat and cow. So I'm gonna turn profile so you can see me just a little bit better. We're gonna start in what's called an active seat. You're gonna root that sits bone down into the chair. The hands are on the thighs right here. The gaze is forward. The next inhale, you're going to take those hands and they're going to make their way to the hip points. As they make their way, the shoulder, the elbows rub the side bodies right here. You raise the gaze, you raise the chest. This is your seated cow pose. And on the exhale, you're going to take those hands to the knees. You're going to round that back. You're going to pull that belly button to the back of the spine, drop the chin to the chest into your seated cat pose. The next inhale, you know where we're going. We're going back to that cow pose. Raise the gaze, raise the chest. And on the exhale, making your way back into cat pose, rounding that back. Really over-exaggerating the stretch to warm up the whole back and spinal column. One more time, here we go. Inhale into that beautiful cow pose. Take the gaze upward. And on the exhale, drop the chin to the chest, round the back into your cat pose. And then do 2 more in your own time, making sure you inhale when you look up and you exhale when you look down. Nice, slow, and steady in your own way, in your own time. And then slowly come back to that active seat. When you do, just give your upper body some free movement here. You can go around in circles. You can go side to side. You can go back and forth. You can always lead into the neck to warm up that neck. All right, so once you get back, you can just rock side to side on each glute right here. We're moving to what's called gate pose. And we always set up the base, so you have the option to make an L with the lower body right here. If you want a deeper stretch, you can straighten out that right leg right here. You're going to take the right arm down the right leg. You're going to take the left arm between both legs. And the next inhale, you're going to raise that left arm up. Take the gaze to that left hand. You can wiggle the fingers right here. What this does is you're lifting up and slightly back. You're not lifting to the left or the right. Slowly lower that left arm down between the legs. 2 more times. Here we go. Inhale, raise that left arm up. Take the gaze to that left hand. Slowly lower that arm down between the legs. 1 last time. Here we go. Inhale, raise that left arm up. Wiggle the fingers right here and slowly lower that arm down between the legs. Nice. Bring that right leg in. And you're going to tap the toes here. Windshield wiper the legs and rock back and forth. What that does is it resets that lower back right there. All right, whenever we do one side, we always do the other. So set up that base. Once again, you have an option to make an L. If you want a deeper stretch, you can straighten out that left leg to the left. Taking the left arm down the left leg, bringing the right arm between both. And the next inhale, you're going to raise that right arm. Nice, slow, and steady, building control and strength. Wiggle those fingers. Slowly lower that arm down between the legs. 2 more times. Inhale, take that arm up. Slow and steady, take the gaze to that right hand and lower the arm down between the legs. Last time, here we go. Inhale, raise that right arm up, bringing movement into this pose. Slowly lower the arm down between the legs. Very nice. Bring that left leg in. And once again, resetting the body by tapping the toes, windshield wiping the legs, and rocking back and forth. All right. We're going to move into what's called our thread the needle, an seated version. What that does is it stretches out the side body. So here we go. The next inhale, raise that left arm up. And on the exhale, the right arm threads the eye of the needle and gently rests on that left thigh. And then gently you're going to arc over to the right. So you're really stretching out the whole left side of the body right here. And just notice how it feels on the body. And then slowly you're going to lower that left arm. You're going to drop the chin at the chest, and you're going to bring the head back up through center. Beautiful. The next inhale, raise the right arm up, and this time the left arm threads the eye of the needle as it gently rests on that right thigh as you arc over to the left. Just notice how it feels on this side of the body. Just being aware. Inhale here. And on the exhale, you're going to lower that right arm, drop the chin to the chest, and bring the head back up through center. All right, we're going to move into our spinal twist. And once again, always remind you, discomfort is okay, but pain is bad. So anytime you have pain, you want to come out of it, and you can learn by watching just as much as doing. All right, bring both hands to the left side of the chair or the thigh. Take the gaze over that left shoulder. Anytime you take the gaze over the shoulder that's twisting, it's just a little bit of a deeper stretch. So once again, listen to your body. If it's too much, you can come out of it just a little bit. Very nice. Inhale here. And on the exhale, you're going to drop the chin of the chest, unwind the body, and bring the head back up through center. All right, moving to the other side. The next inhale, bring both hands to the right side of the chair. Take the gaze over that right shoulder. And just notice, you might be a little bit more flexible on one side than the other. That's perfectly okay. It's perfectly natural. And just close your eyes if you wish. Inhale here. And on the exhale, you're going to drop the chin of the chest, unwind the body, and bring the head back up through center. And now just give your upper body some nice, easy, gentle twist from side to side, bringing a little bit more movement into this pose. Always listening to the body, Always seeing what your body is telling you today. Very nice. Slowly, you're going to bring those hands down to the thighs right here. I'm going to move profile so you can see me a little bit better again. We're going to move into our seated Sun Sal A. So this is a seated version. If it's new to you, you can learn by watching just as much as doing, and we do 3 rounds. Here comes round 1. Inhale, bring those arms up, 10 fingertips to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. 1 more round of arm circles. Inhale, bring those arms up, 10 fingertips to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center as you start to hinge forward at the waist, making your way into what's called a nice, easy, gentle forward fold, dropping the chin to the chest, letting that head hang heavy right here. Very good. The next inhale, you're going to halfway lift, which means give yourself a nice long back at that V. On the exhale, you're going to straighten the arms, straighten the legs into your seated plank. And the gaze is forward right here. The next inhale, you're going to shift forward, which means lower the arms. And on the exhale, bring those elbows into the side body as you lower the gaze. The next inhale, those hands come forward a little bit. You raise the gaze, you raise the chest. This is your seated low cobra. And on the exhale, you're going to lower the head and bring those arms back into the side body. The next inhale, you're going to straighten the arms all the way out this time. Raise the gaze, raise the chest. This would be your seated upward facing dog. On that exhale, you're going to shift those arms up to that V. Take the gaze between the legs. This is your seated downward facing dog. And anytime we're in downward facing dog, we always have the option to take the dog for a walk, bringing movement into this pose. And it can be big movements, it can be little movements, whatever your dog wants to do today. The next inhale, you're going to bend those knees and make your way into your forward fold to reset the body, reset the mind, calming forward fold right here. Very nice. The next inhale, you're going to halfway lift. Give yourself that nice long back at that V. Slowly make your way back into your forward fold. Do a quick body scan here. 1 rounded cleansing breath. And then slowly you're going to come up 1 vertebrae at a time. The head's the last thing to come up. All right, that was round 1. Here comes round 2. Inhale, bring those arms up into upward arm salute. 10 fingertips to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. 1 more round of arm circles. Building strength, building control. 10 fingertips to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center as you start to hinge forward at the waist, making your way into your calming forward fold to reset the body, reset the mind. The next inhale, you're going to halfway lift, nice long back at that V. On the exhale, straighten those arms, straighten those legs into your seated plank. The next inhale, you're going to shift forward, which means lower those arms. And on the exhale, bring those elbows and arms into the side body as you lower the gaze. The next inhale, hands come forward a little bit. You raise the gaze into your low cobra. And on the exhale, the hands come back into the side body as you lower the gaze. The next inhale, those arms come all the way out. You raise the gaze, you raise the chest into your upward facing dog. On the exhale, shift those arms up to the V. Take the gaze between the legs into your downward facing dog. And you know what to do. Take the dog for a walk, the second walk for the day. Bringing movement into this pose if you wish, nodding the head, shaking the tail, moving the arms. The next inhale, you're going to bend those knees and make your way into your calming forward fold, letting that head hang heavy, reminding yourself to relax the jaw. We carry a lot of tension in our jaws. Slowly, the next inhale, make your way into that halfway lift with a light, nice long back at that V, and then slowly make your way back into your forward fold. Do a quick body scan, 1 rounded cleansing breath. Then slowly you're going to come up 1 vertebrae at a time. The head's the last thing to come up. All right, that was round 2. Round 3, here it goes. Last one. Inhale, bring those arms up. 10 fingertips to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. 1 more round of arm circles. Here we go. Inhale, bring those arms up. 10 fingertips to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center as you start to hinge forward at the waist, making your way into your forward fold, letting the head hang heavy right here. This pose right here helps with anxiety and depression. While you're here, just notice how the body feels. The next inhale, you're going to halfway lift. Nice long back at that V. On the exhale, straighten those arms, straighten the legs into your seated plank. The next inhale, you're going to shift forward, which means lower those arms. On the exhale, bring those elbows into the side body as you lower the gaze. The next inhale, the hands come forward a little bit. You raise the gaze, you raise the chest into your low cobra. On the exhale, lower the gaze and bring the arms and hands back into the side body. The next inhale, arms go all the way out. Raise the gaze, raise the chest into your upward facing dog. And on that exhale, bring those arms up to that V. Take the gaze between the legs into your downward facing dog. And you know what to do. Take the dog for the last walk of the day, bringing movements into this pose. Once again, your option to make it little or make it big. Beautiful. Slowly bend those knees and make your way into your calming forward fold, hinging at the waist, dropping the chin to the chest right here, letting the head hang heavy. Notice how the body feels. The next inhale, you're going to halfway lift. Nice, beautiful, long back at that V. Slowly make your way into your forward fold. And then from your forward fold, you're going to come up one vertebrae at a time. The head's the last thing to come up. All right, awesome job. That was our seated sun sal A. We always do it 3 times. So rock back and forth on each glute to reset the body right here, resetting the mind. Very nice. All right, we're going to move into our butterfly series. So if you have a block, I encourage you to use it, but you don't need it necessarily. You can bring those feet together, let those knees go out to the side. If you want to use a block, you can bring the feet onto the block, let those knees go out to the side. What the block does is it brings the floor closer to you so you get a deeper stretch if the body says, yep, I want that deeper stretch. And then from here, you can bring the thumb and the forefinger, bring it in that crease of the hip, and you can just give yourself a nice little massage as the butterfly wings are flapping right here. One really interesting tidbit from this pose is butterfly pose helps release endorphins to the heart. So basically, or to the brain. So basically, this just is one of those poses that brings joy to the body. Very good. So from here, we're going to make our way into pigeon pose. So into pigeon pose, you can let that knee go out to the left side, that left knee. If you want a deeper stretch, you can bring that left leg onto the chair right here. If that's your option, you can just reset the body any way that feels comfortable right here. From here, you're going to bring the thumb and the forefinger together. This is called a mudra, which is an energy flow. And you can close your eyes and just notice how it feels on the body. Just notice, do a quick body scan on your own. The thumb and the forefinger represent air and fire. Slowly bring those arms down to the side. The next inhale, grow both arms out. All 10 fingertips to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. When those hands get to heart center, you're going to invert those fingers and do a nice, easy, gentle swan dive. Just letting that head hang heavy right here. Noticing how it feels on the body as well. Just a nice, easy, gentle forward fold, dropping the chin to the chest. Slowly the head is going to come back up, one vertebrae at a time. The head's the last thing to come up. We always go slow throughout this whole series because we never want to plop into any pose. All right, we're moving into our half Lord of the Fishes, but before that we're going to move into our figure 4. So you're going to bring that left ankle to that right thigh right here, and gently, this is a figure 4 on the bottom. Figure 4 on the top would bring that left arm over, and the right arm just gives it a little bit of a tug. Be careful if you have any issues on the left shoulder right here, because it could be a challenge for you. Very good. Inhale here. And on the exhale, you're going to drop that right arm as the left one goes out and down. All right, we're going to set up the base for our half Lord of the Fishes. So bring that left leg all the way over, cross it over that right leg, and then slowly grow those arms up, 10 fingertips to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center right here. You can stop right here if you wish. If you want a deeper stretch, you can gently twist over to the left. If you want an even deeper stretch, you can bring that right tricep to that left thigh right here. The gaze is over those fingertips. And just notice how it feels on the body. You can even close your eyes if you wish. And like I once said, this is called half Lord of the Fishes. I love this pose. Slowly, you're going to come out of it. If you twisted, untwist the body. Bring those arms down to the side. All right, we're going to move into our cow face pose, so our base is already set up. The next inhale, grow those arms to star pose right here. And from star pose, you're going to take the left arm above and behind. The right arm goes below and behind. And what this pose does is it helps open up the whole chest area. Gives it a nice stretch. It also helps with concentration and focus. You can close your eyes if you wish. And then slowly you're going to take those arms out from behind and then back to that star pose. From star pose, the left arm is going to go under, the right one is on top. This is called your eagle arms. And you can stay here right if you want. If you want a deeper stretch, you can connect those palms together. And this is one of the few times I put you all in a pretzel. But you can always listen to the body. If this is too much, you can come out of that with those palms. And then just bring a nice, gentle, easy, circular motion to that upper body. This is the two eagles surveying the land below. Noticing what's going on as everything's changing because fall is here and slowly the leaves are falling from the trees. And then gently those eagles fly out and they fly away as you take that left leg up off the other one. Bring the feet together. Open those knees out. And once again, we're making our way into butterfly pose. And you can let the butterfly wings flap right here. Anytime you need to go into butterfly pose during this whole series, listen to your body. All right, you can always come back to the butterfly. All right, we're going to move to that whole series on the other side. So bring those knees together. Let the right knee go out to the side. If you want a deeper stretch in your pigeon pose, gently bring that right leg up onto the chair. Adjust yourself if needed. Once again, bring the thumb and the forefinger together. Close your eyes if you wish. Once again, you're going to see this pose. It's very popular in yoga. It's just an energy flow. Slowly lower those arms down to the side. The next inhale, grow those arms up, grab those sunbeams, and slowly bring them to your heart center right here. When those hands get to heart center, invert those fingers, and do a nice, easy, gentle swan dive, dropping the chin to the chest. This is just a nice, easy, gentle forward fold. So just by dropping your chin to the chest, it's considered a forward fold. It helps reset the body and the mind. Slowly come up, one vertebrae at a time. The head's the last thing to come up. All right, moving to figure 4 on this side of the body. You can do the bottom or just the top, whatever you wish. If you choose to do the bottom, bring that right ankle to that left thigh. This is your figure 4 on the bottom. If you want to do just the upper body, bring the right arm across. The left arm gives it just a little bit of a tug. Once again, if you have any shoulder issues on the right side, be careful. And hold it here for just a second. Inhale here. And on the exhale, you're going to drop that left arm as the right one goes out and down. All right. You're going to bring that right leg all the way over, cross the leg over. We're setting up the base for half Lord of the Fishes. So here we go. The next inhale, grow those arms to the nice, beautiful star pose, but keep on going. Bring those 10 fingertips to touch. And on the exhale, bring the hands to heart center. When those hands get to heart center, you can stop right here. This is option 1. Option 2 is to twist to the right. Option 3 is to take that left tricep, connect it to that right thigh right here, taking the gaze over those fingertips. This is the most deep stretch for this pose. Notice how it feels on the body if you chose this deepest stretch. But once again, you always have the option to come out of it and unwinding the body. Always listening to the body. Lowering those arms down to the side. All right. We're all set up for cow face pose. So the next inhale, grow those arms up. This time the right one goes above and behind. The left one goes below and behind. And whenever I'm in cow face pose, a lot of times I like to close my eyes as well. It helps with concentration and focus. And if you had a strap, you could use it here to bring those hands closer together. But you don't necessarily need them. Inhale here. And on the exhale, you're going to take those arms out from behind and go back to that strong star pose. All right, here we go. Eagle arms on this side. So the right arm goes under. The left one is on top. So the backs of the arms are facing each other. Once again, you can stay right here. If you want a deeper stretch, you can connect those palms together. And just choose your option and then slowly bring a circular motion to that upper body. This is the eagles surveying the land below as they also glide up in the sky. Very nice. Slowly, those eagles, they fly around out of the nest and down to the sides. All right, you're going to take that right leg off, bring those feet together, let those knees go out to the side, hands to the hips, and let the butterfly fly free. Flap those wings right here, just gently resetting the body. All right. So this is one of the times in the class you have the option to get up out of the chair and walk around. So if you choose that option, you can do it right now, and then just gently come back to that chair if you decided to get up, just to stretch those legs. We do not get up for long at all. All right, we're going to do one of our wide-legged forward folds, and I'm going to show you another option for the block. One way to bring the floor closer to you is when you're doing your wide-legged forward fold or any of your forward folds, you can bring that block right here so you don't necessarily have to go all the way down to the floor. What that block does is it brings the floor closer to you. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a wide-legged forward fold, so give yourself a nice wide base right here. Very good. Slowly grow those arms up, 10 fingertips to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center as you start to hinge forward at that waist. And you can stop with those forearms on the thighs if you wish. If you want a deeper stretch, you can bring those arms between the legs and stop on the block if you wish as well. Just reminding yourself to let that head hang heavy right here. And just notice how it feels on the body. You can even give the body some free movement if you wish. Just gently going side to side. But once again, reminding yourself to let your head hang heavy. You don't want tension in that neck. And then slowly you're going to come up, one vertebrae at a time. The head's the last thing to come up. All right, you're going to leave those legs right where they're at because we're moving into our Warrior 2 series. You're going to take that left foot, it's going to face that left wall, making sure the knee is not past that ankle. You can stay with the right leg right where it's at in kind of an L formation. If you want a deeper stretch, you can jut out that right leg. You can even look down to make sure you have a nice heel to arch alignment right here. Your hips are externally rotated. Hands can be on the hips right here. Slowly you can raise one arm up. You can raise the other arm up. Checking that back arm that it's not too low or too high, that it's parallel to the floor. What we're moving into is our Warrior 2. You're going to take the gaze over that left middle finger right here and then press down like you're pressing down on bricks. It brings those shoulder blades down. Gives yourself a nice long neck. We're going to bring some movement into this pose. So here we go. The next inhale, bring those hands forward 6 inches apart. And then slowly go back to your strong Warrior 2. 2 more times. Inhale, bring those hands 6 inches apart. Beautiful. And then slowly back to your strong Warrior 2. 1 more time. Inhale, bring those hands 6 inches apart. Nice. And exhale back to that strong Warrior 2. Slowly, the next inhale, you're going to shift the upper body to the left. Flip the left palm. Paint the sky with the left arm. And the right arm goes down that right leg. This is called your reverse warrior right here. Just be curious where the gaze wants to go. If it wants to go down, out, or up. If you choose up, it's the most challenging. So just be careful if that's the one you choose. Slowly, you're going to cartwheel those arms into what's called extended side angle. You can gently rest that left forearm on that left thigh. You just don't want to dump the weight into it. From here, you can stay right here, or you can straighten both arms for a deeper stretch right here. This is just a really deep extended side angle. And once again, the gaze also can help you or challenge you with this pose. You can take the gaze down, out, or up. Up is the most challenging. Slowly, whatever option you chose, make your way back to that strong Warrior 2. And once again, taking that gaze over that left middle finger right here. Very nice. And then slowly, you're going to bring everything in. You're going to tap the toes. You're going to windshield wiper the legs, rock back and forth to reset the body as we start that whole series on the other side. So here we go. Start with a wide stance. Once again, you can use a block if you wish, but you don't need to. Arms down to the side. The next inhale, grow those arms up into what's called upward arm salute, also palm tree pose. Slowly bring those hands to heart center as you start to hinge forward at the waist, making your way into a wide-legged forward fold right here, dropping the chin to the chest, using that block if you want. Just reminding yourself to let the head hang heavy right here. And if you are using a block, blocks have 3 levels, a tall one, a middle one, and even a lower one. Just gently do a quick body scan on your own. And then from here, just come up 1 vertebrae at a time. The head's the last thing to come up. All right. Take that right foot, make it face that right wall. Once again, you can stay in that L formation. If you want a deeper stretch, jut out that left leg right here, making sure you have a nice heel to arch alignment, hips externally rotated. Raise the right arm up, raise the left arm up. Press down like you're pressing down on bricks. Take the gaze over that right middle finger. Beautiful warrior twos right here. This is a beautiful pose in a seat as well as standing. Love this pose. The next inhale, bring those hands forward 6 inches apart. Exhale, back to that strong warrior two. 2 more times. Inhale, bring those hands 6 inches apart. Back to that strong warrior two. 1 last time. The next inhale, bring those hands 6 inches apart. Back to that strong warrior two. Very nice. The next inhale, you're going to shift the upper body to the right. Flip the right palm. Paint the sky with the right arm as the left one goes down that left leg. This is your reverse warrior right here. Slowly, you're going to cartwheel those arms to your extended side angle. And once again, bring in that right forearm to that right thigh. And if you want a deeper stretch, make your way with straight arms into your extended side angle as well. But if the body says, nope, I'm not going to do it, you can always come back to that forearm to that right thigh. Slowly, you're going to make your way back to that strong warrior two, taking the gaze over that right middle finger, just enjoying how strong this pose makes you feel. And the next inhale, you're going to bring everything in. And on the exhale, just tap those toes, windshield wiper the legs, rock back and forth to reset the body right here. All right, we're going to move into our chair pose in our chair. This is one of the few times we come out of the chair when we're doing a chair class. And you have the option. So I'm going to give you your 3 options. Your first option is to just bring those arms up, building strength when you just bring those arms up. Your second option is to come out of the chair with the hands behind you. Your third option is to bring those arms up and come out of the chair. Both. All right, so you choose your level. Here we go. The next inhale, bring those arms back. And on the exhale, you choose the level that's right for your body today. Whatever it is, we're going to hold it for a count of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, almost there, 2, and 1. Very nice. If you came out of the chair, put those hands back and slowly lower back down to the chair, rocking side to side. All right. If you're on your own and you want to do that chair pose, you can do it definitely 3 rounds because it helps build strength in the quads and the glutes. All right, we're going to move into our goddess pose. So give yourself that nice wide base. Instead of the feet being parallel, they're going to be at an angle right here. And what this pose does is it helps build up the calves. Bring those arms down to the side. The next inhale, grow those arms up, 10 fingertips to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. You're going to stop at heart center right here. And gently, you're going to pop up that left heel. And exhale, bring it down. Inhale, pop up the right heel. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, pop up both heels. And exhale, bring it down. 1 more time on each side. The next inhale, pop up that left heel. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, pop up the right heel. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, pop up both heels. Very nice. Exhale, bring it down. Slowly lower those arms down to the side. All right, we hit all parts of the body whenever we do our yoga class. I love it. All right, so you're going to bring those legs in. We're going to move into what's called a tree pose in a chair. So this one, basically, you're going to balance on the glutes and one of your heels. So you're going to straighten out that left leg. You're going to bring the right foot on the calf right here. So you're kind of making a triangle with that right leg. The next inhale, grow those arms up, grow those branches, 10 fingertips to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. When those hands get to heart center, you're going to open them up into cactus pose. But you're not going to stay in cactus pose. We slowly become a weeping willow, and then the arms become really wispy. And the arms go across the body with free movements. Anytime the arm crosses past the midsection of the body to the other side, you build neurons in the brain. So, got to build a lot of neurons for myself, going past the midsection, just giving yourself some free movement. Very nice. Slowly bringing those hands to a point in front of the body. From here, you're going to open and close the hands. Those are the birds flying out of the tree. Very nice. So we're going to switch. So now the right leg is straight. The left foot is gently going to rest on that shin right there. Here we go. Grow those branches up. 10 branches to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center, or branches to heart center. When those branches get to heart center, you're going to open up into cactus pose. But we don't stay in cactus very long. We become a nice, beautiful weeping willow that lets the wind dance in our branches, making sure the arms go past the midsection to the other side, building neurons in our brain as our branches dance, giving yourself some free movement. Very nice. Slowly bring the hands to a point in front of the body. Very nice. And from here, you're going to open and close the hands. Those are the birds flying out of the tree. Very nice. All right. From here, you're going to tap the toes, windshield wiper the legs, rock back and forth. We're going to move into bird dog pose. And what that does is it builds up, gives us a nice ab exercise. So anytime you lift a leg up off the ground, you're engaging your abs. We're going to start with just the legs, and then we're going to move into the arms. You can hold that chair if you want for support. So the next inhale, you're just going to jut that left leg out if you want, and then slowly lower it back down. Very good. The next inhale, jut the right leg out, and then slowly lower it back down. Very good. Now here, you have the option to do opposite arm as leg, and it's called bird dog pose. So here we go. Inhale, left leg out, opposite arm, hold it, very good, and bring it in. Inhale, right leg, opposite arm, nice, slowly lower it. One last time on each side. Inhale, left leg, opposite arm, flex that foot, nice, slowly lower it in. Last time, inhale, right leg, opposite arm, and on the exhale, bring it in. Very good. Reset the body, very nice. We're going to do one last ab exercise, and it's opposite elbow to opposite knee. Now, you don't have to touch the elbow to knee, just go in that direction, all right? So here we go. Inhale, bring those arms to star pose. Slowly bend at the elbow. And here we go. Inhale, elbow to knee. Turn that direction, and then slowly back out. Very nice. Inhale, elbow to knee. Very good. Hold it, and back out. 2 more times on each side. Inhale, elbow to knee. Hold it. Very nice, and bring it back out. Inhale, elbow to knee, hold it, and bring it back out. Last one on each side. Inhale, hold it, building strength, engage those abs. Exhale, bring it back out. Inhale, elbow to knee, hold it, and then bring it back out. Very nice. Lower those arms down to the side. Rock back and forth, resetting the body before we move to our next one. The next one, we're going to build just a little bit of strength in our shoulders, our triceps, and biceps. And this exercise, you would have the option if you want to use hand weights. But once like before, I'm going to do the first round without the hand weights, just so you can see. You don't necessarily have to have them. But if you wanted to knock it up to the next level, you're always welcome to use hand weights or even water bottles. I've used water bottles before. So here we go. The next inhale, bring those hands and arms to star pose right here. And then gently begin with a circular motion. This warms up the shoulders right here, and it builds strength in the tris and bis. Slowly bring those arms forward in front of the body. Come to a motion of stillness, then reverse directions with your arm circles as those arms go back out to the side, and then lower back down. Very good. All right. Now I'm going to use the arm weights just to show you. If you had them, you could use them. No worries at all. The next inhale, grow those arms out to that nice, beautiful star pose and begin your arm circles. Yes, I can tell these weights really do knock it up to the next level. And then slowly bring those arms to a circular motion in front of the body. Come to a motion of stillness. Then reverse directions with your arm circles as those arms go back out to the sides and then lower back down. Very good. All right. If you have hand weights, you can definitely put them away right now. All right. We're going to move into our rainbow pose. I love rainbow pose. And it's a little bit different than our thread the needle, because thread the needle, we lift one arm. With rainbow, we lift both, and we arc over to each side. So here we go. The next inhale, bring those arms up, 10 fingertips to touch. This time you're going to interlace those fingers. The palms go heavenward, and you're just going to slightly arc over to the left. So you're stretching out the right side of the body, but with both arms up, building strength and control and poise. Very nice. Slowly come back to center. Lower those arms down to the side. All right. Gonna rainbow to the right this time. Inhale, bring those arms up. 10 fingertips to touch. Interlace those fingers. Palms go to the heavens and arc over to the right. So you're rainbowing to the right. Very nice. Inhale here. And on the exhale, make your way back to center. Release the fingers, and they can even flutter down from the rainbow to the bottom. Very good. All right, we're going to move into our bridge pose. So I told you we would get to it. So I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me just a little bit better. We're going to start in our camel, our seated camel. We're going to go from camel to cat, and then cat to bridge. Now, when we go into bridge, you're going to bring those hands right here, and you have the option just to look up and raise the gaze. You also are going to have the option to come up out of the chair only if your body wants to, all right? So you choose the option for you. Okay, so here we go. The next inhale, bring those hands to that lower back right here. Support your lower back. You're going to raise the gaze, raise the chest. This is your seated camel pose right here. And on the exhale, you're going to take those hands in front, clasp them, round that back. Drop the chin to the chest. And this is your cat pose, just a different version of one we did earlier. Slowly, the next inhale, you're going to bring those hands to the chair. And once again, you're going to raise the gaze, raise the chest. If you want, you can push into those heels, the feet, raise the hips into your bridge pose, and then slowly lower back down if that's the version you chose. All right, we're going to do that one more time. So here we go. The next inhale, bring those hands to that lower back. Raise the gaze, raise the chest. And on the exhale, bring those hands in front. Really engage those abs. Drop the chin to the chest into your cat pose. The next inhale, you're going to grab that chair, being gentle and nice, slow and steady. Raise the gaze, raise the chest. You can stop right here, but if you want to continue into your bridge pose, lift those hips up. This builds strength in the shoulders as well as the tries. Slowly lower back down to the chair. All right, awesome. All right, awesome job, everyone. We're going to move into our last pose before we finish class. So our last pose is always our hug pose, giving ourselves some self-care. Bring both arms out. The left arm's on top, the right one's on the bottom. Give yourself a nice hug right here. Massage those shoulders. Give yourself a nice pat on the back. The next inhale, raise both elbows up. In your hug pose, on the exhale, make your way into your forward fold, dropping the chin to the chest right here. Noticing how it feels on the body. The next inhale, you're going to grow both elbows up. And on the exhale, release everything to the side as those hands paint the sides of the walls. We always balance out the body, so bring both arms up. This time the right one's on top, the left one's on the bottom. Give yourself a hug. In your hug pose, massaging those shoulders, patting yourself on the back. Very nice. The next inhale, grow those elbows up. And on the exhale, make your way into your forward fold, dropping the chin to the chest right here. Noticing how it feels on the body, letting the head hang heavy. Do a quick body scan on your own. The next inhale, grow those elbows up. And on the exhale, release everything to the sides as those hands paint the sides of the walls. You're going to move into our taps and our pats, which is a Tai Chi concept or exercise, you want to say. And what this does is it helps prevent lactic acid buildup as well as stimulate circulation. And then you can move to one of the legs, just being careful of the knee, the front of the leg, the back of the leg, moving to the other leg as well. Front of the leg, back of the leg. Very nice. You can even move to the sides of the body right here. Just nice gentle taps and pats. Then you're going to take the finger pads and gently you're going to tap the front of the face, being careful of the eyes, the top of the head, the sides of the face right here. Very nice. And then slowly from here, you're going to bring the hands down to that active seat. And just you can even scooch back all the way so the chair supports your body as we do a quick body scan. You can bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Notice where the natural breath is at this moment. Just notice if you're a little bit heavier in the chair. Notice if your body's tingling from all the tapping and patting. Just being aware of what's going on with your body. Slowly bring those hands to the thighs. Doing a quick body scan, starting from the top of the head, going all the way down to the feet. When I mention the body part, just try to relax it and let the tension melt away on the exhale. Starting with the head, the shoulders, and the neck. On your exhale, let the tension slowly melt away. Continuing with the triceps, the biceps, the forearms, the hands, and the fingers. On your exhale, slowly let the tension melt away. Continuing with the legs, the knees, the calves, the shins, the feet, and the toes. Slowly on your exhale, let the tension melt away. One more time, going to the chest, the upper back, the abs, the mid-back, the hips, and the lower back. Let the tension melt away. And now just notice the sensations in the room. Even with your eyes closed or downcast, we notice shadows, shapes, and colors. Just being aware what you can or cannot see. What smells are in the room, tastes on the tongue. What sounds do you hear at this moment? Just being aware. Remind yourself of the intention that you set before class. And it's just a theme and it can change along the way. And if you took the one that I offered of change, 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 so much change going on, and I also added adapt and overcome. Even though we have lots of change, we adapt and overcome. So whatever intention you have, let that settle in as we do our 3 rounds of breath. You're going to inhale through the nose. Let it fill up that collarbone, ribs, belly rise, heart center. Open mouth, exhale. 2 more rounds of breath. Inhale through the nose. Let it fill up that collarbone, ribs, belly rise, heart center. And open mouth, exhale. Let this next inhale be the biggest one you've done so far today. So inhale through the nose. Let it fill up that collarbone, ribs, belly rise, heart center. Hold it at the top. And open mouth, exhale. Notice how the body feels. Slowly, you might want to wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, blink open the eyes as we do our last arm circle before closing class. So here we go. The next inhale, grow those arms up, 10 fingertips to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. And we always close class with the namaste. And namaste literally translates, bow me to you, or I bow to you. And here we go. The light, joy, and love in me recognizes the light, joy, and love in y'all. Namaste.